Taxonomy is the foundation upon which much of our understanding of the natural world rests. But if you've ever noticed how frequently animals seem to get new names or how scientific classifications shift, you might be wondering, why do scientists keep renaming animals? To many, this constant revision might seem like an academic game of musical chairs. Yet, behind every renaming and reclassification, there is a deeper reason. Scientists are not renaming animals on a whim, they are attempting to make our understanding of the natural world more precise, more accurate, and, perhaps most importantly, more reflective of evolutionary relationships. One of the key challenges in modern taxonomy is the discovery of new species and the re-examination of old ones. As new technology, such as DNA sequencing, becomes available, scientists gain a clearer picture of the evolutionary tree of life. This often leads to discoveries that old names and categories no longer align with. For example, an animal once thought to be part of one family may turn out to belong to another, requiring a name change. The case of the red panda, which was once thought to be related to the giant panda, is a prime example. Thanks to modern molecular biology, it's now understood to be more closely related to raccoons and weasels, prompting a name shift that reflects its true genetic heritage. Moreover, taxonomy is inherently a dynamic science. What we know about an animal today may not be what we know tomorrow. In the 18th century, Carl Linnaeus developed a system for naming species using binomial nomenclature, genus and species. While this system is still in use today, it was based on limited knowledge. With the advent of advanced genetic techniques, scientists can analyze the molecular makeup of organisms in ways Linnaeus could only dream of. New findings often force the renaming of animals to ensure that the system accurately reflects the true biological relationships between organisms. The shift toward more accurate and detailed classification also arises from a growing awareness of how biodiversity impacts ecosystems. As species become endangered or face extinction, knowing exactly what an animal is and where it fits in the grand web of life becomes even more critical. For conservationists, precise taxonomy is essential for crafting effective strategies to protect species. If a species has been misclassified, conservation efforts could go awry. Renaming species, or more accurately reclassifying them, ensures that efforts are directed where they're truly needed. That said, renaming animals doesn't come without its complications. For one, the public may become confused when an animal suddenly has a new name. The most infamous example is the case of the Australian swallowtail, renamed the endangered Australian swallowtail butterfly after a series of taxonomic revisions. Public confusion aside, the process of renaming can be fraught with political ramifications, with some groups protesting changes or lobbying for certain classifications based on economic or cultural reasons. Additionally, there is an argument to be made that constant reclassification could undermine public trust in science. After all, when you're constantly told an animal's name is one thing, only to find out it's something else, it can feel like science is more about showmanship than about getting things right. But this is a misunderstanding of the scientific process itself. The truth is that science isn't static. It's a living, breathing field that evolves alongside our understanding of the world. In this sense, renaming species is not a sign of confusion, but rather a reflection of science's ongoing progress. At its core, taxonomy is a quest for clarity. The renaming of animals represents the constant evolution of our understanding of nature. Every time a scientist revises a species classification, it's not a renaming for the sake of novelty, it's a renaming that comes with new insights, deeper knowledge, and a more accurate portrayal of the natural world. As science continues to advance, expect more names to change, but don't be alarmed. It's all part of the process of refining our understanding of life on Earth.